Okay, well, let's wander over into the protein complex. We've had some fireworks in the grains, and we've got some fireworks, unfortunately, to the downside. We've seen some retrenching over in the meat market here today. So let's talk about lean hogs. Boy, oh boy, those trend lines really came into play. We just went up and kissed it and then kind of sold off before. So that was a big tell. We got to draw those lines. Sometimes when you don't have a lot of things out there to look at, the technicians kind of take over, and that one was something where we've seen some good action to the upside. We hit that trend line, and then we backed off a little bit again today. Now, that trend line also is a downward sloping trend line. So what does that mean? That means that that trend line is trending lower. Prices are trending lower. That means we've got lower lows and higher highs. That's something to keep in mind, because we could just be looking at on this last rally. I know we've broken today and kind of done some retrenchment work here and sold off a little bit, but just this recent rally looks to be just a bull rally in a bear market. Keep that in mind. So that's going to be something that we want to watch here going forward. This negative price action we've had today will be significant in that trend line support or trend line resistance, because right now that trend line obviously is still trending lower. And then lastly, I'd like to emphasize the fact that the Chinese are still going to be there, right? Get it out of my mouth. The Chinese are still going to be there. They're still going to be there to buy pork, but that doesn't mean it's going to have to be at higher prices. The Chinese could be there to buy our pork and buy our pork at lower prices. So don't get too out over your skis and too excited about what the Chinese may or may not be doing. You kind of have to trade the numbers, trade what you get today, trade the information you have now, and then worry about that stuff later. And again, yes, the Chinese are still there, but they could still be there for lower prices. So that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to see things a lot higher. Again, that trend line is negative, and that means we're having lower lows and lower lows and lower highs. That's something to keep an eye on in the future.